Hello everyone, in this video we're going to look at 2.4 and linear function. So let's look at the homework real quick. The previous one we just did functions, which is pretty simple, as you probably noticed that. Now this one is, the first problem is choose a correct function for the following description. A linear function whose graph pass through the origin point. So basically means you have a linear function pass through the origin point. If you pass through this point, it means f0 equals 0. And also has to be, fx has to be a linear function as ax plus b. But we don't have any intercept, so b has to be 0. So now you can see the function must be 5x. Okay, if it's 3x plus 6, if you got 3x plus 6, the intercept is 6. Fx equals -8, intercept is -8, fx equals x squared is a quadratic equation, is not a linear equation. Next one, graph the picture. So we see the picture is y equals 1/3 of x minus 6, right? Let me see. Yeah. So first, linear function, intercept -6, -4, -5, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right here. Okay. So now you have a linear equation. Choose the -6 is the y-intercept. And rise over run, 1, 3. You basically rise over run, 1, 2. It's hard for me to pick that point. Okay, so rise over run. Okay, this one, intercept is -6. So -6 on y-intercept. Y-intercept is -6. And m equals 1/3. Rise over run. Rise 1, run 3. So 1, 1, 2, 3. So that's it. Okay, rise over run. And you got your picture. And is function a constant function? No, it's not a constant function. Constant function means the y value never change. Like this. But this one, the y value is increasing. As long as x is great, the increased function is not a constant function. Alright, so the domain is interval notation. Okay, so there's no restriction for this one. The domain is just -infinity to +infinity. Okay, so -infinity, +infinity, check your answer, that's right. The range is also -infinity to +infinity. Okay, just type the range is also -infinity to +infinity. Alright. Next one. Number 3, okay, it's -3x. And if you graph the function, I'll just do one more. It's -3, so it's go through 0, 0. There's no, since y equals -3x. Is there intercept here? No, there's no intercept, so y equals 0. So it's just 0, 0, y equals 0, x equals 0. Start from the origin point. And -3 means rise over run. Rise 1 over run 3. But to the left. Okay, rise over run. And check your answer. Wait. -3x. The constant function gives the domain a range. Did I do something wrong? Object is selected. Let me see. Clear this. To graph it again. Go from here. -3x. Oh, my bad. Rise 1, 2, 3 over 1. Like here. Okay. So m equals 3, which is 3 over 1. -3, sorry. -3 over 1. So rise 3, run to the left 1. So rise over run is -3. Check the answer. It's not a constant function because the y constant function is like this. Oh, my bad. It's not a constant function. My bad. The domain is -infinity to +infinity. Range is -infinity to +infinity. Okay, so it's a pretty simple one. I'll continue. Okay, so question 4, negative 3x plus 4y equals 12. First, you have to change this one into a slope-intercept form. So So positive 4x, shift this one to the other side, equals 3x plus 12. Then divide everything by 4, so it's 3 over 4x plus 12 over 4, 3. Now you get a y-intercept equals 3, and slope equals 3 over 4. Rise over 1 and y-intercept. Okay. So choose 3. Choose your linear function, 3. Rise 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So domain is negative infinity to positive infinity because there is no denominator, no square root. Range is negative infinity to positive infinity. Okay, so number 5, given the slope and the y-intercept, and 8y equals 3x. Slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So here y equals 3 over 8x. We got this intercept b equals 0. Intercept slope equals 3 over 8. So what you do, just type in 3 over 8 here. Why is like that? Okay, so 3 over 8. That's it. What's the intercept? What's the slope? Intercept slope 0. Well, we don't have an intercept here. Check answer. Okay, it's pretty simple one too. And rise over 1, 3 over 8. Run 3. Okay, this one. Path to 0, 0. Rise 3, run 8. Okay, rise 3 units. If you look at this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is to here. Okay, rise over 1. Okay, and problem 6. Find the slope if it exists. Slope formula m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Slope formula. And now the 2 points are given, so we just plug it in. Slope of that is 5 minus 5. Slope of the x2 is negative 2 minus 6, which is 0 over negative 8, which is 0. So the slope of the line is 0. I don't know why that comes up 0. Okay, great. Next question. Find the slope of the line, satisfy the following condition. Vertical through vertical 3, negative 9. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So probably around here to the vertical line like this. Vertical line, the slope, rise over 1. Rise, you can see rise anything. It's going to be just you can change any point. You can change it, for example, here. So rise 1, it never run. Rise, it keep rising, but it's never running. So the running part is 1 over 0. Okay, so it's undefined. Okay, so next one, slope 5x minus y equals 5. We need to change this into slope-intercept form. So negative y equals negative 5x plus 5. We got y equals 5x minus 5. Slope is 5, intercept is negative 5. Check. Graph that, rise over 1, intercept. I think you should be fine with that. So negative 5 is right here. Rise over 1, rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here and run 1. So rise over 1. Anything wrong? I have to check it again. Alright, so start from negative 5, plus 5. I'll divide negative 1, negative 5x plus 5, 5x minus 5, that's right. So start from 5, rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is here, my bad. Okay, rise 5 and run 1. Okay, so next one with slope. Point slope formula, y minus y0 equals m times x minus x0. Now plug it in. y minus -1 equals slope is given -2 over x minus 2. This is slope point is given, so simplify that is y equals distribute that -2 over 5x minus is plus 4 over 5. Okay, this is y plus 1. You simplify that, so we subtract 1 from both sides. Then your final function is -2 over 5x minus 1 over 5. Well, here it's not so easy to graph this point slope formula, but you don't have to start from this intercept. You can start from 2, -1, then do rise over 1. Okay, so 2, -1, 2, -1 is right here. Linear function 2, -1, and rise over 1, rise to 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right here. Okay, rise over run left because it's negative. Start from 2, -1, rise to over run. Identify the line has slope of 0. Constant function has a slope of 0. Vertical has no slope, so that's only 1. 11. Find the intercept. Intercept is 15. The average rate of change is -15 because it's decreasing function. So it's -15. Why is like that? Okay, -15. Wait. Oh, rate of change, my bad, is a slope. Oh. So slope is what? Rise over run, rise 3, and run 1. So it's -3. -3. Check your answer. Wait, are you kidding me? So the rate of change first year is decreasing 3. Oh, in 1,000. So I have to do 1,000. That's why. Okay, so that's the only thing I have to pay attention. This is a 3,000, so it's negative for sure. Okay, because it's decreasing function, it's decreasing, and just to do rise over run. So rise here is 3,000, and this is 1, rise over run, so it's -3,000. Okay, and then interpret the average of the rate of change and the value of machine increasing per year, decreasing 3,000 a year. Just type in why I sometimes give me that 3,000 to 3,000. Okay, pretty simple one. Is the prediction of linear function accurate? We can tell almost all the points on the line. So yeah, it is pretty accurate. And the next one, you plug it in, use the 2 data points, and find the approximate slope of the line shown. Okay, so basically, it gives you x and y. So m slope, you plug it in. Y value is 11,657 minus 3,667 over 2,000 year minus 1950 year. Then you find a slope equals is 0. That minus is 9. That minus is 9. Minus is 8. No, 7. And this is a 50 years. Okay, so you have to use a calculator. I might made a mistake, but I think I'm right. Okay, wait, it's not right. 11,657 3,667 09. This is 5 minus that. It's 9. That's 10, 7, 9, 9. Okay, that's right. You reduce that, then you divide it. Okay, type in the answer here. Number 13 out of 1325. Then the average change of that, it gives a million, so you don't have to worry about that. Then you use the slope formula. M equals 27 point. You can use y2 because y2 this one, this x1. So 22 minus 22.3 minus 27.6 divided by 2004 minus 1994. So change of y, y2 minus y1. Change of x, x2 minus x1. Then this one give you the slope. Okay. Next one. In 1980, the number of high school dropouts in the country was 5,217,000. By 2008, it's not decreased. Find the interpret of change rate per year in number of high school dropouts. So, the M equals Y2 minus Y1. Y2 is 3121. Y1 is 5217. X2 is 2008. So, and X1 is 1980. Change of the dropouts, change of the year. So it's dy over change of y, delta y over delta x. Okay. So this is a slope. Find that and put it in. Okay, and it's pretty simple one. A firm will break even as long as the value just equal the cost. The value of x, say x equals rx, called a break-even point. Assume that the below table can be replaced as a linear function. So this is a linear function. Find the cost function, the revenue function, the profit function. Find the break-even point. Decide whether the product should be produced given the restriction on sales. The cost function is price of the item is 25, fixed cost. Okay, so now the cost function is fixed cost. That's no matter how many you produce, you still have put that money in. So 300 cost, the fixed cost, and for each one the cost is 15x. So it's 15x plus 15x plus 300, and the revenue function equals 25x because each one you sell it for 25, so it's 25x. The profit function is the revenue minus profit equals revenue minus cost. So equals 25x minus the cost function 15x plus 300. Okay, then that's your profit. Revenue minus the cost. So simplify that is 10x minus 300. Okay, and then break even point whenever it is 0, so x equals 30 is even. That's it. Okay, and this will be very similar as the previous one. The break even is the revenue equals the revenue equals the cost. So it's even. You don't make any money, but you don't lose any money. So cost function, revenue function is 250x equals 202x 220x plus 750. Solve that. 25. Okay. Break even point cost, bring it in. So bring 25 in is 500. Nope, not 500, 5,000. Wait, 25, oh my bad, it's 625. Oh. So plug 25, 250 times 25, which is 6250. So it's 6250. Okay, the revenue at the break point is the same. This is the same as 62450. Okay, you just type in 62550 here again. I'll just keep going. It should be easy one. Another interactive function here. You have to use the CDF player to look at this picture, but I just guess this is one. It might be wrong because you have to open that picture to exactly see what's that. Okay, so you have to open that picture because I cannot. Here, let me see if I can or not. No, I can't because this tablet doesn't have the CDF player. you have to open the CDF player. Then you can see the B, the value B. Okay. Click reset button in the upper right corner. Use the B slide. Find the value of B that will result in a vertical line. Okay, you have to open the picture here. Next one, the same thing here. Because I cannot see the picture in this tablet, so I think it's not really hard. As long as you open the picture, you can find that yourself. You can just write the line, the linear equation. I just cannot open it. Okay, and you can open it once you install that CDF player in your computer. In my computer, I can see it but I cannot do it in the tablet. Okay, because my tablet doesn't have it, but my computer has that CDF player. I may consider to install that software in my tablet as well, but my tablet doesn't have that much space for the videos and so many softwares. So I can show you if you want. I can show you how to, but I did show you in one of the previous videos about how to install the CDF player. Once you can see the picture, it's not really hard questions. Again, another one. Okay, let me see. This one is much better. It gives you a graph, and the x-intercept, you can graph it. That's pretty good. 7x plus 2y equals 14, and your x-intercept y equals 0 give you x-intercept. Okay, remember? And then so you got y equals 0 and x equals 2. So x-intercept equals 2. Okay, let me just okay, let me see. Okay, let's continue. And then for this one, the x-intercept is 2. Wait, oh, it must be auto pair. So it's going to be 2, 0. Okay, so you must type in, let me see, I have to do that. 2, 0, and then you have to get rid of that, so like that. Okay, then the y-intercept is 0, x equals 0. Y-intercept is x equals 0, give you y-intercept. So x equals 0, x equals 0, y equals 7. So it's 0, 7. So just type in 0, 7. Okay. You have to look at the picture because I can't. If it doesn't give me that formula. Let me see. Reset button up the shoulder in the ABC slide graph. There's several different altitudes which have A equals B. If A equals B, what will slope? Okay, if A equals B, even I don't see the picture, I still can do it. If A equals B, basically you have the picture equal. This equation give you negative A over bx plus C over B. Okay. If A equals B, well then the slope equals negative 1. So its slope is negative 1. And you can do this one as the same thing as previous number, 20 something. Okay. This one with the B increase, the slope of the line, x plus y equals 5. For this one, x plus y equals 5. With B increase, we can look at this equation is negative x plus 5. And then the whole equation is like this. Okay, so it's a decreasing function. The slope of the line decrease, and the y-intercept, let me say, uncheck the integer coefficient by using B, change the value of B when B increase. Oh, it means the function I've already explained, ax plus by equals c. And then you have y equals negative a over b x plus c over b. If b increasing, then the slope of the line increase. If b increase, If b increase, negative VA of b also increase. For example, negative 1/2, negative 1/3. Negative 1/3 is bigger. 3 is bigger, but the whole thing is negative. Negative is bigger, okay? And the y-intercept is c over b, but it's positive. For example, 1/2 and 1/3. b is increasing to 3, but the whole value is decreased, okay? So next one, click the reset button and we check the slope box and click the drag the red point to negative 3,5. Move the second point such the slope passed through the 2 points is not defined. So if it's undefined but past this point, it's going to be negative 3,5. Negative 3,5 is right here. Okay, so negative 3,5 this point, negative 3 and 5, and you got the all the x coordinates equals negative 3. Okay, if we do this one, even when I don't see the picture, I still can do it. Slope, move the second point to y coordinate, y equals negative 3. So that is negative 3. Basically, it means 5, 2 is here, and you move the second point to various points. Each y coordinates y equals negative 3. Y equals negative 3 is right here. So basically, have everything here like this. Y equals negative 3, and then as to points, use the interactive to find out the slope of the line will always be positive when which of the following is true. If x is, let me see, 5, 2, okay, so basically have 2 points, 5 and 2, and x negative 3. Basically, you need to use the formula m equals 2 minus negative 3, y2, x2, x1, y1. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, which is 5 over 5 minus x. If you need it to be positive, then x must be less than 5. Next question. The slope check that direct to point negative 3, negative 4. Then move the second point to that has the x coordinate, x equals 1. And such that slope has the 2 points 1/2. A coordinate of the second point is 1 over y. We don't know what is the y value, but we can use the formula m equals, a slope is 1/2, so it's y, this is the y2, y1, y minus negative 4, 1 minus negative 3. So the whole answer is y plus 4 over 4, and y plus 4 over 4 is given that slope is 1/2, which means y plus 4 equals 2, because 2 over 4 equals 1/2, and the y equals negative 2. So the whole point is going to be 1, negative 2. One, negative 2. Okay, so I did almost everything, but the rest is pretty simple, almost very simple now. Okay, so that's for this section.